What's good? What's good? We're coming back at you again with another Visual Statements podcast. This time I got some fucking energy for you because my brother, my friend, my pal is here, and his name is Nathan Vitale. Nady, how the fuck are you?
I am fantastic.
That is good. That is good. I got my pal Chris. We're always here. We're always doing this, and we always live. We doing it.
And I have an exciting announcement for all of our viewers and our guests and you as well. Today we will be introducing the fire meter. So there will be an emblem above Benny's head that will have a fire emblem. And we will count the number of times that he says fire. Okay? We are working on a new thing where we are limiting the amount of times that he is allowed to say fire, and we're going to use this as a point in which to start gauging that. So for all you guys that talk to me about the word fire being overused, we are working on that shit.
Sounds fire. Oh, I got you.
First one right there.
So, Nathan, I've been seeing you popping the fuck off. I got a question for you. How the fuck does one go about kickflipping to the moon?
How does one go about kickflipping to the moon?
That stationary?
That is actually a good question. So what you need to do is you need to go on YouTube and you need to look up the Lizard King kickflip trick tip video.
The weight flip?
And he is skating in front of like these stores, and he's basically breaking down how like you don't kickflip, like you pop and you don't flick right away. You kind of wait on the way up, and then you flick off at your peak. That's
the Skate 3 aggressive style.
The Skate 3 aggressive style. That's what you need to do right there.
That's fire. That kickflip was fucking crazy, bro. I was looking at that shit. I was showing him, actually, when we were talking about this shit, I showed him that shit. And we were like,
you know, it's actually pretty funny. The one, so like I just went to the park and I like was kind of having like a bad day. And I was just like, you know,
I'm going to just do a good kickflip.
I just want to do a solid kickflip right now. I was just like, so I'm going to put my camera up and I'm just going to do a flat ground kickflip. I set my camera up and I was trying kickflips. And I did that one and I was like really excited about it. But I was just like, but I know I can do a better one. So I like kept filming and I popped one and I tweaked it so far that I caught it with my foot upside down, like on the very toe of my shoe, and brought it down both feet. And then as I was rolling away, I somehow stepped off with my front foot. And it was the greatest kickflip I have ever done in my life. It's unseen. It's also deleted. And it never happened.
That's sad as fuck, bro. I wish I could
sad.
see it. So I've been taking a look-see at the gram a lot lately, and I've seemed to notice that you've been catching some follows from some people that I've looked up to my whole life. How exactly does that feel? That shit's probably pretty crazy when you're getting some recognition for all the hard-ass work you've been putting in.
It's super crazy. It's weird. It's really strange. It's like...
You're like, wow, this was light years away, and then now it's like you're knocking at the doorsteps of like you can make it a possibility in your life and shit.
It's insane. It's like...
That's crazy, dude.
I think back to like when I was a little kid and I just started skateboarding at like 9, and I'd think about like little baby Nady's aspirations and his dreams, and I'd be like, dude, if I told little baby Nady half the shit that I've done today, I would be blown away. Like,
little baby Nady's about to be like, you're fucking lying, bro.
So was baby Nady dreaming about doing all kinds of different flip tricks out of board slides?
Dude, baby Nady had no idea about the board slide. No clue.
I came out wet. Nady came out doing board slide nollie lasers. It's fucking weird. It's blessings. It's crazy. But yeah, dude. So I saw you. Steve Barra posted you. What he posted you to? Was it just the being like, what the fuck's good with board slides these days? Or I saw that you're on Trick of the Year too, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't.
How did that happen? Like,
so like I think it all is based off of, so like a few years ago, Sebastian Lopez, the dude that runs Space Program, he talked to Steve Barra, and like now that like Space Program has kind of like started a little bit, like I feel like it was maybe like a year ago or a year and a half ago, they like got posted on the Barracks, just like the Barracks Instagram page. He was telling them like, oh, there's this up and coming brand by this super cool dude that I talked to a few years ago, and they're doing a bunch of great stuff. So I'm pretty sure at that point, like the Barracks started following like Space Program, And then every now and again, like Sebastian always tells me like, oh, hey, Nathan, like send me these clips. Like I'll post it on Instagram, or, you know, he'll just take clips and post it to the Instagram. And I think the Barracks just saw it off of Space Program's Instagram, and then they just thought it was cool or something and posted
Yeah, for
it.
real. You went back to back with the shits too. Didn't you do that board slide on the up rail? It was like up, flat, and then down, like right by value, I think it is. Didn't you do like board slide heel flip on that? Or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then right after that, you did the board slide nollie laser shit, and it was like the second time he posted it or something, where he's like, "The fuck," continuing the board slide. Or did you say that? You said the.
I think he posted the board slide heel flip and then board slide sex change backflip fakie on that like elbow rail, and then
Sounds like a fucking Tony Hawk trick. Like something that you would do in Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
board slide sex change fakie.
I don't think the board slide nollie laser flip ever made on the Barracks, but steady waiting for that Barracks if you're.
It's coming. It's coming.
So you said that you started skating when you were 9. So what was your introduction to skateboarding?
Well, my introduction to skateboarding actually happened when I was 5 years old, and it was when my grandpa he was like cleaning out his house or something like that, and he had like this little skateboard. It had like a little Grim Reaper on it or something like that, but it wasn't like a normal skateboard shape. And like I took it home and I like rode it in the backyard, and I remember like throwing it in this like bush of like vines, and I was like, you know what, I'll find that later, totally, right? And I never found it again. Lost that skateboard forever, completely forgot about it, right? So then fast forward a few more years, I'm 9 years old, it's 4th grade.
Big shit's going down.
Yeah, like I had like a whole lot of like medical problems in my life in 4th grade, and life was just like kind of like down as like a little kid, and I was just like trying to find like, I don't know, something to do, and I was just like, I just really loved skateboarding. Like every time I'd turn on the TV and I'd see like Fuel TV, or like it would just be any little thing about skateboarding, I just fell in love with it, and I just wanted to do it every day. So
Seeing
when
like fucking what's Redbeard, bro, building shit.
Oh,
Fuel
dude,
TV shit.
yes, Built to Shred is the
Yeah,
best.
bro,
I miss that
that's
show.
So you're catching Built to Shred. You're starting to get into the vibe of it. What actually made you be like, all right, this my shit. Like, I'm sticking with this.
I think it was more like, so like I had like a few friends that would like start out with me, but like they started to like fade off, and like they just stopped skating. But I always was just like, I don't know what's up with you guys, because
This shit's lit.
this is the best. Yeah.
So here's another question for you. Who do you currently ride for?
Who do I currently ride for? I ride for Space Program Board Company and Pistol Board Shop.
Shouts out,
Right
shouts
on.
out.
Shout out.
For real. How is it riding for Space Program? Fire?
Dude, Space
I
Program
mean, you guys are like best of bros.
is my favorite company. I honestly I don't really want to ride for anybody else. Like Space Program is my favorite. It's all my best friends. Like
Yeah. Run it, bro. Like, literally, that shit will go up. Just run it.
I
run
have
it,
such
run it,
good
run it.
memories with like the Space Program people. It's just great.
Y'all went to New York and shit, right?
Oh, I got some great New York stories.
All right, bet, bro. What's your favorite shit from New York?
Okay, so funny enough, my favorite thing from New York is actually the worst thing that happened in New York. So we're sitting in New York for about 2 or 3 days already. I think it was 2. We had like been hit with some rain or something like that. But one day we woke up early and we were going to go skate these basketball courts across the street from our hotel. So we went there and we started skating them. We had this great session. Oh my gosh, it was so awesome. I ollied over these like bleachers. I was really feeling myself. Austin did this, probably the coolest hard flip I've ever seen, like in person over this bench. And Jordan Rosales, had this app with all the skate spots, and he was just like, dude, Nathan, this bump over ledge is a mile away. We could skate there right now. And like the whole trip, I was like talking my shit. I was like, dude, we're gonna skate that spot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking hard flip that shit. Okay. Yeah. And he was like, okay, dude, we're going there. So we skate a mile there, right? What's awesome about New York is like you can skate a mile and find 15 spots on the way to the spot you're already going. So we're like stopping off at little spots and everything like that. And we finally get there, and we're like, all right, let's start running it up. We like set up. I start trying my trick. Like 10 tries in, I land bolts on a hard flip, but I just like lose my weight and fall off. So I like knew I could do it. So I was like, you know what? Thus begins the battle. So I kept trying and trying and trying and trying, and it just wasn't working. Okay. And it got to the point where I was like angry. And I was like, I tried one and I kicked it out. And I was like, oh, I just won't stop. Right. And Mike Miller, the filmer that went on this trip, Mike's the greatest, by the way. He looks at me and he says, Nathan, you can't stop until you land this. And I was just like, well, shit, bro. Okay. So I went back and I kept trying and trying and trying. And I'm just beating the shit out of myself, just getting super exhausted. And I'm like, okay, I don't suggest this at all. But I was like, if I catch one, dude, I'm putting it down no matter what. I don't care what it looks like. I'm going to try and put my feet on it, okay? So I ran back. I ran as fast as I could. I threw down, gave like 3 pushes.
Mobbing tits.
Popped a hard flip. It was all wrong right out of the gate, okay? And I put my feet on it, and I catch it at the very front of the board with my feet together. And as I'm moving closer to the ground, my feet are still together, but they slide to the back of the board. And I land 2 feet on the very back truck. I slip out so quick I couldn't even get a hand down, and I just freaking smack my face into the concrete, okay? Infuse my face into the concrete. Let's be real here. And there was like a bright yellow flash right when I hit the ground. And it like, I could tell I was...
Your shit ringing?
Dude, I lost a few good brain cells right then and there, okay? There was this like bus of like Jewish children, and they like all saw it, and they were just like, oh my gosh, okay? And like people across the street were like, are you okay? Like it was definitely rung my bell. But
yeah,
what was
fucked, bro.
even better about that is not only did I have a concussion at that moment in time, I know I had a concussion. I mean, I've
smacked the fuck out
yeah,
of your
I've
face.
definitely gotten a dinger once or twice before. Okay, so moving on in the night, I was of course not feeling very good, and I was trying to get some food, and I went and got Chinese food with Austin and Jotty, and I got pork fried rice. I really wanted to get pizza because we were in Brooklyn. And if you've been in Brooklyn, you know the pizza is to die for, okay? But they were like, we're going to go get Chinese. And I was like, oh, I don't really want to be the only guy walking by myself to go get pizza. So I was like, you know what? I'll opt out. I'll get Chinese food as well, okay? Yeah. So we go back to the hotel, and I'm eating the Chinese food. And it went great. Went down awesome. Tasted fantastic, okay? Fast forward to the middle of the night. It's 2 a.m. Me and Jotty are sharing a bed, okay? A twin bed. And I get up in the middle of the night. I steal all the sheets. And I just start walking to the bathroom. And Jotty's like, what is going on, man? And I was just like, like I couldn't even make words, okay? And I go to the bathroom, and I projectile vomit like 68 times in one night.
Bro.
I got food poisoning and a concussion same night.
The concussion will make you throw up by its fucking self.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh, yeah.
From your shit just being pressure, but food poisoning, bro. Fuck no.
So no more pork fried rice since then?
I don't do pork fried rice. No.
Couldn't do it if you wanted to, could you?
Bro, I
probably
ate
not,
these
no.
little taco shits 7-Eleven in Seattle. Threw them the fuck up, bro. I ate them the next fucking day, bro. I really had nobody to get food, so I was just taco timing. But that's fucking ridiculous, dude. Get
Yeah.
the face smacker. You should have puked on Jordan. Just let him take the L.
Funny enough, Jordan at that same spot, he's going to hate that I say this, but he got really angry at his board, and he like banged it against the wall, and that shit popped right back off the wall, and his axle to his truck hit him dead in the cheek right here.
Oh, shit. That's clowning as fuck. So, Jordan, if you guys don't know, he's one of our dear friends. Jordan Rosales. Give him a follow on Instagram. He's a great guy. He be doing
really
real nice
is.
tricks.
He's got the best kickflip. Let's be real,
He's got a good one.
dude.
He's got a
the
mean
best kickflip.
You'll be up by the moon though. Like how the fuck, bro? Like I was like thinking about it. I was breaking it down. I'll stand up and shit. I was like, all right. So roughly when I bound down at this board slide, that bench is like, it's like right fucking here. So I was like, he's like this above the fucking bench. So I was like, that bitch is like at my fucking chest, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Uppers. You might as well have done track, huh?
I did do track.
Okay. Shit. All right.
I did high
How'd you do
jump.
that?
I did long jump.
When were you doing that?
So I did that. I started sophomore year in high school, and then I did junior year of high school, and then it came down to senior year of high school, and that's when I was just like, nah, dude, I can't be doing this. I just want.
Were you skating hella? Is that why you're not trying to do that?
Oh yeah, I was just like, I'm just trying to
fucking
skate.
annoying?
I also I like tore the tendon underneath my pinky toe. And like, so my pinky toe like floats and it like doesn't bend. It doesn't move anymore. So I technically only have 4 toes on my left foot.
That's crazy.
And at first it was just kind of like an excuse, like, oh yeah, I can't do track because my toe hurts or whatever, you know. But it was just like, I would say that so I could just go skate. And then
It might give you. That's why you can kickflip, huh? Like that. The toe, bro. It's just like
Yeah,
flops
I'm missing
down
the
and
toe,
it grips
yeah.
on a little bit longer. It's like, nah.
maybe possibly, yeah.
So if you pull this special tendon, then you'll be able to laser flip out
Yeah,
of a
for
board
real.
slide.
Let me know which tendon.
The doctor said that he's never seen anybody like tear just this tendon. Like he's never seen. I mean, I'm not saying it's like not medically possible, but
Yeah, but that's some rare sounding shit.
Yeah,
Just
it
to
was-
bust out only your pinky toe, like nothing around it.
super strange.
So right now in Spokane, it's pretty cold. It's winter.
It's freezing.
How often are you getting out in the winter and skating?
Well, I mean, if the sun is out, I am out. I'd like to think.
Even when it ain't even sunny, like gray days. you'll
Yeah, if
catch
it's
that.
dry, I'll at least go skate around my house.
Did you skate today?
I didn't skate today, no.
It was pretty cold outside today.
It was cold. Wait, I did skate today because I skated to school, if that counts. Both ways.
Did you ollie
It's like
up
5
at least
miles.
one curb?
What's up?
Did you ollie at least one curb?
Oh, yeah. Tray
You
flip.
skated today.
Yeah.
You skated today. That's hard. Bro, I used to see him at SFCC and we'd both just be like, the spots, bro. Like, he saw me and I was like, I'm about to go to this fucking library, bro. And he's like, bro, I look at it all the fucking time, bro.
Dude, the Falls has such great spots.
Yeah, for real. Security guard's a dickhead, though. So, shout out to Mr. Orangehead and Orangebeard.
True
I'll
change.
fuck with you.
I know. I literally know exactly who you're talking about right now.
Bro, he tries to act like he's tied as, like, can
His
be,
little
like,
golf
he's
cart.
all cool and shit. But it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you're really... Like, I ollied the stairs, and he's like, you could have totally hit that fucking girl. And I was like, but I didn't. Like, did you see me? Like,
But
I
I
ollied the
didn't.
fucking stairs. I kept going, bro. Like, I totally could have. But I fucking didn't, and that's what matters. But, so you been going to school lately?
Oh, yeah.
How's that doing?
I like school. I like learning. I like being there. I think it's nice to have get the nice little responsibility out of my day, bright and early,
Yeah,
and then I
facts.
get to go, skateboard.
I'll be thinking about that shit. I dropped out freshman year, for anyone who doesn't know. So actually, I guess I technically didn't because I went to the Falls after. That was going to be my journey back into school, but then I got kicked out of there because I was late too many times, which, sad fucking day, but oh well. But, yeah, bro, being at school is a fucking trip, honestly.
I like it. I really like school.
It's fucking, I feel you with, like, getting your, what did you say?
I don't know. I just like.
Priority? What did you say? Responsibility.
Responsibility. Yeah.
Getting the responsibility out of the fucking way. I've missed that aspect of it, but at the same time, I feel like my responsibilities have turned into something else.
Yeah.
Benny's
Like
responsibility
being a
is sleep,
fucking demon. and
getting as much
sleeping.
sleep as possible.
Sleep's good too. I like sleep.
I need 1,600 hours of sleep.
Yes.
You ready to run some questions, Nate?
Oh, I'm super ready.
Are you gonna fuck everybody else who done this up?
I don't know. What's the record?
Fuck. Fruit
Somebody
Bay?
somebody in the 30s or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like 33 or something.
Okay. Wow.
Pretty solid.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Let me go first.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. The last time you paid for a deck.
Last time I paid for a deck, maybe like a couple months ago.
Favorite color.
Yellow.
Biggest fear.
Breaking my teeth.
Tattoos.
I have one.
Favorite alcohol.
Vodka.
Favorite movie.
Coraline.
Switch or fakie.
Fakey all day.
Backwoods or swishers.
Backwoods.
If you had a boat, what would you name it?
Blueberry number 2.
Biggest. Oh, what is high?
What is high? High is right on the verge of a panic attack.
Favorite number.
Number 3.
If you could slap anybody, who would you slap?
That's crazy. I don't know. Somebody bad.
Worst injury.
My worst injury, probably the New York fall, because I had to think about that.
Trippy Red or 6ix9ine?
Ooh, damn, that's hard right there. I'm just gonna say Trippy Red for now.
Storm flip.
Storm flip, the nollie backside flip, late front foot flip. I think that's what it is. I'm pretty positive.
It is. I remember now.
Favorite Ninja Turtle.
Is Leonardo one of them? I'm gonna sound really lame for saying that, but yeah.
Secret talent.
Secret talent.
I feel like you could dance.
I cannot dance. Funny enough, I really can't. But
tap dancing.
I can juggle pretty decently.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do believe in ghosts. Yeah, I have a story about that.
That was it.
Boom. All right, I want to know about the fucking ghost.
You want to know about the ghosts? Okay. So when I was a kid, I lived in Virginia. This is actually when I started really getting into skateboarding. I was 12 years old, and my parents moved me all the way across the country to Virginia to do middle school because my dad got a new job, and we lived in this house for a little while. And when we moved in there, we could tell like the vibes were just really strange, really weird. And we lived in there for about a year, and it came down to like the last week we were living in the house, and I was hanging out with my brother one day, and like my dad was a survival instructor, so he has like a bunch of like training equipment, and he had this like plastic knife, and I thought it was so sick. I thought it was so cool because it's not a metal knife, so if I play with it with my brother, I'm not gonna stab him for real, okay? So I'm playing with this knife, and I have it like kind of at my hip, and I like take it out of the sheath, and I'm like, wah, but it flies out of my hands because I have notoriously sweaty hands. Okay, so it flies out of my hands, and it flies at my brother, and it hits him, and he kind of like, he's complaining about it. And my mom comes out because she hears the commotion, and she's like, oh, I forgot a part. So after it hits my brother, I know my mom's coming, okay? So I take the knife, and I throw it behind a garbage can, and I'm looking at it behind the garbage can, and I know it's right there for sure. And then my mom comes out, of course, and she says, Nathan, where's the knife? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to cut the bullshit. I'm going to get you the knife, okay? So I go, and I look for the knife, and the knife's not there. And I'm like, that's so weird. I literally just saw it here. So I start investigating. I'm looking behind the trash can, under the trash can, in the trash can. We had a deck. I'm looking under the deck. I cannot find this knife to save my life, okay? So I'm going to say that was probably a month or two before we moved out. Fast forward to a week before we move out. My whole family was gone besides me and my sister at the time, and I was in the house, and I had my laptop in the living room, and I was just laying on the floor typing away, looking at YouTube videos, probably looking at Lizard King kickflip video for real. And I could just sense something really weird in the room, and I like looked behind me, and what I saw Now, you can choose to believe this. You can choose not to believe this. I know what I saw, but I saw like a little girl, dark figure, holding an all black knife, which was the knife that I lost behind the garbage can. And she kind of had it in like a stabbing position. And like, I don't know, like I was so scared that I was just like trying to tell myself like, hey, you know what? Keep your eyes on the laptop screen. Probably be okay. So after that happened, my sister came out and she was just like, hey, did you like see anything weird? And I was like, in fact, I did see something weird. And she was like, whoa. And I was like, wow, I'm really glad we're moving out of this house tomorrow.
Yeah. Fuck all that. Bro, my dad had told me this story where he's reading The Exorcist and he like tried to play with the Ouija board and shit. Ooh. And he was dating this girl who's like into witchcraft. And he woke up at night and she had like a pentagram with like the wax and shit on the Ouija board and was like playing the Ouija board, like looking up at the sky and shit. And he said he broke up with her and shit. And then like a week after, he's reading the fucking Exorcist and he said like a dragon flew out the corner of his fucking room and he just like froze at it. And then it came like through him and it was like, what the fuck? And it was just ever since then he hasn't seen that shit again. But fucking Nartech shit, bro.
That is so gnarly.
Bro, I just be thinking of like I'll walk down my stairs because The Exorcist fucked me up when I was a little kid. I'll walk down my stairs and bro, I'll even to this day, any dark room, dark corner, some shit, I just picture Linda Blair's fucking face like when she's like, fuck me, Jesus, like all that shit, bro. I'm like, you got me fucked up, bro. Fuck, dude.
Scary stuff.
That's crazy. I believe you, though. I'm trying to, bro, like if you can find a haunted place, let's go.
I'm not trying to go back to any haunted places.
I'm trying to see what's good.
I had some really weird dreams in that house too, like just strange stuff.
Shit that applies to life and shit like that.
No, just like scary
applies
shit.
to fucking being scared as fuck, bro. Yeah.
All right, so I got some questions that we didn't quite exactly get to, but I would like to get to them with you.
I would love to answer them for you.
Favorite trick?
My favorite trick. So I actually thought about that question. I do like kickflips, but if I'm going off of the trick that I can do almost every time, tray and flip. It's my favorite trick, yeah, tray flip all day.
Yeah, this man, I swear, bro, I've literally been at the skate park and I've been like, watch this motherfucker tray flip. He doesn't know I'm like, watch this motherfucker tray flip. I'll be like, Nathan, tray flip. It's like, it's easy. All right, favorite Spokane skater?
Favorite Spokane, Elijah Curd. So easy.
Savage. Board slide nollie lasers.
What about them?
Where'd the fuck they come from? That's my question.
So it stems, believe it or not, off of a board slide nollie big spin or a board slide big spin, whatever you want to call it. People call it different things. But I noticed that when you push, like when you're board sliding and you're using your front foot to make the board do a shove, I noticed that if you shove it really quick and you point down with your front toe, you don't even really need your back foot at all. It's all in the front foot. Just like as long as you press down, whip it fast enough, that shit should just spin right around.
Hell yeah, bro! I'm gonna try to get one for you.
Dude, I would love to see that.
I was trying front board kickflip out on that high bench at Albee. I like flipped. I got the closest on the first try, which happens sometimes.
It's so strange. That happens to me all the time. Like first and second try are like my best tries, and then I like sit there for 4 hours. And then it's an
hour of trying the shit, and then you'll roll, and you're like, "Fucking, I hate this trick."
Yeah.
Like, all right, you fuck with interviews?
Do I fuck with interviews? Well, I mean, this is like my first interview ever.
I like asking people if they fuck with interviews.
I fuck with interviews though.
Interviews are.
That's all I watch.
Hey, interviews fuck with you, man.
Dude, sick. I love hearing that.
Your biggest inspiration?
My biggest inspiration, like in skateboarding or in life?
Any.
Well,
you can get both if you want.
I would say a super big inspiration on me would be my mom. I think my mom's like the greatest person ever, honestly.
Hell yeah.
But if I had to pick skateboarding, who my inspiration is, if I could be, I'm not going to say if I could be because I could never be, but Dylan Reeder, probably greatest skateboarder. Rest in peace. Ever.
Always. Yeah, rest in paradise, bro. You're doing tricks this fucking high somewhere. I know you are.
Dude, apparently he almost impossibled over a table the long ways before he died.
That's fucking stupid.
Like, almost did that. I just want to see
What's crazy is,
footage
like,
of one try, just one try at that. That's
the
all I wanna see.
closest try or some shit.
Not even a close try. Just like, what is it like to roll full speed at a table the long ways and then think like, okay, I'm gonna try and wrap this shit up. Like,
bro, that just seems to me like I'm about to back foot hitting the table. I'm about to like die.
I can't imagine that.
That's some pop. All right, favorite company, which we already got to. That's Space Program. Shout
Dude,
out to
it's a space program all day.
Favorite trick in a video.
Favorite trick in a video. Gosh, that's a really good question.
Mine's fucking Antoine Baker 3 when he does that no slide 270 and he rolls away, but his foot's like turned.
Yeah.
And he looks and he's like, as he's going, he's like, yeah.
That one's really good. Gosh, there are so many good ones out there. But I can tell you, when I watched Kyle Walker's No Other Way part, I thought it was over. And then the green rail comes in where he 50-50s it and then gaps out to the sidewalk. That, like, my jaw dropped so far. I was just like, this isn't even possible. That wasn't real.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite.
Bro, fucking, that's how I was feeling with some of Brad Cromer in the fucking Crooked video. Fucking stupid. Like, that impossible up the Barcelona 4 block and shit. And, like, he does, like, that, what is it? I think it's like nollie backside flip, switch manual, but then he like reverts out the 180 type, but it looks so like just so good. Like everything he does in that, I was like, wow.
Another honorable mention would be Ronson Lambert does I think he does like a front shove back 180.
That's some old shit.
In A Time to Shine. Fire. That was my first skate video ever. And
bro,
that was
Jotty,
really
bro, fucking showed me Ronson Lambert. He's like, this motherfucker got baggy jeans in the old DCs, bro.
Yeah, he's sick.
For real, bro. He left that video at my house, which I'm sorry, Jotty. They got thrown away. I'm very sorry. I just found that out a week ago, actually. But favorite skate contest?
My favorite skate contest. Well, my favorite skate contest to watch would probably have to be like the Tampa contest. I think those are cool. But my favorite contest I've ever participated in, I'm not really a contest skater. That's not really how I work. I just can't put a really good line together in my, I don't know why. I mean, I probably could if I sat there and tried, but
it's, I feel like it's kind of lame to like sit there and like, I mean, it's not lame, it's sick, but to like, you have it in your head like, all right, what's he trying? All right, he's trying that. I'm finna one up it like this, like this, like this, and like this, and have your whole like set shit to try to be a little bit cooler than everybody else is. It's fucking sad to me. I feel like it should just be hype.
Yeah.
Whoever gets the crowd popping up the fucking most
For
when
real.
everyone's skating, just fucking give everyone a trophy, bro. We're all skateboarders. That shit's hard. Fucking dues.
I feel that.
What are your dues?
My dues? So what to do? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, sir.
Dues. Do skateboard as much as possible.
Do it.
Every day, if possible.
What are your don'ts?
Don'ts.
Don't
Funny
not
enough,
skateboard.
when I was a little kid, I used to go to the skate park, and all the older kids would look at me and say, "Nathan, don't you smoke cigarettes?" And now I am the kid at the skate park that says, "Kids, don't you smoke cigarettes?"
See, I remember being like on the same shit, and then now I'm the kid at the skate park smoking cigarettes.
Exactly. It's me too.
Like, for real, bro. It's sad. Like, fucking, I asked Scummer, so I was like, you got a cig I can have, Nikki? And he's like, how old are you? And I'm actually, like, legal to do it now, so I was just like, I'm fucking 18, bruh. Like, all right, Green Goblin or The Flash?
That's an odd.
Green Goblin or the Flash? What?
Bro, it was Spider-Man questions, and I already asked Spider-Man or Venom, and I was like, well, I fuck with Green Goblin.
I would say the Flash because you could probably just get places so quick.
Bro, you gotta watch Justice League, bro. It's pretty cool. I used to not.
I'll have to check it out.
I do. Favorite cartoon?
Favorite cartoon? Rick and Morty.
Fire. All right, Chief Keef or Travis Scott?
I'm going to say Travis Scott because I'm a sneaker fan and I really like what he does.
The
with
Cactus
shoes.
Jackson shit, bro.
Mhm,
So
yeah.
good. I like people that are like involved as like a collective, like that see it as like, oh, this is music. I can bridge this with this, and this. Like Rocky doing shit with Prada and shit is super fucking cool. What song do you know all the words to?
I would say, what song do I? So like pretty much any. This is gonna sound really weird. Maybe people don't know this about me, but I know pretty much like every word to every Chance the Rapper song.
That's fire as fuck. Cocoa Butter Kisses, bro.
Dude, Cocoa
That
Butter
shit's so
Kisses.
good. Same Drugs.
It's
Hella
fucking
fire,
classic
bro.
right there.
Acid Rap, fire. Shout out Chance the Rapper. Thank you for saving SoundCloud, by the way. You're a fucking real one. Favorite music genre?
It's like, I don't know. I just like shit that gives me a feeling.
Basically,
it doesn't have to be a genre.
I want to know
like,
if you fuck with country or not.
Nah, I don't fuck with country.
All right. Are you stubborn?
I am the most stubborn person ever. That's why I sit there at the skate park or in the streets and I sit there and I scream at myself. And I just want to do it.
He's like a screaming ox, guys. You need to see it in person.
I get dramatic sometimes. I'm sorry.
He really doesn't. He's a very nice guy. He be chilling. It's fucking sick. All right. Do you sing in the shower?
Do I sing in the shower? Oh, yeah. I'd probably sing in the shower a lot.
I do the same shit. All right. What song do you sing in the shower?
What song do I sing in the shower? Depends on like whatever's playing like the day before, or like if I have a song stuck in my head. When I have a song stuck in my head, I sing it all day.
Do you have like a good, like same shit, but do you have a song that's just like let's say if you thought back into your head right now and you're like, this makes me feel exactly like a shower type song. Is there one song you could, for the rest of your life, you're singing one song in the shower? What is it?
Gosh, I don't even think I could come up with one song that I could consistently sing in the shower for the rest of my life.
I feel
it would have to change up.
Bro, fucking Beautiful Scars, Kevin Gates, bro. I'll really fucking tatted my name and I don't know who you is. Like, I'll really do that all day, every day. I'll fucking...
I got a question for you.
Alrighty.
Top 5 favorite skateboarders all time.
Top 5 all time favorite skateboarders. Kyle Walker. Dylan Reeder.
Fire.
Chris Cole.
Fire.
Mark Johnson.
Fire.
And we're going to throw...
Mark fucking Johnson.
Dude, Mark Johnson.
Like, what the fuck, bro? 3 songs for, like, 2 video parts in a row? Or wasn't it 3 songs and then 4 songs for the video part after the 3-song video part or some shit?
I don't know, but I heard he had, like, 48 minutes on, like, a Sponsor Me tape or something like that. Like, that's longer than, like, most people will ever film on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Like, that's so insane. But my last one... Gosh, why is this so challenging? It's just a skateboard. Oh, Day One Song. It's so easy.
Shout out to fucking Day One, man. Been a ninja since day one. When are we gonna see the fucking Day One versus Nady?
Hey, you know, if that could happen, if I could make that happen, that would be. I would know that I have reached my peak. But
we're gonna push for that. Every single fucking person tag Day One Song in the comments on Instagram, because this will be promoted and you'll have the opportunity. So you better fucking do it.
80%.
If you had any advice to give young skateboarders that are coming up right now, what would be the biggest piece of advice you would give them?
I would say don't pay attention to what everybody else is doing, because in this day and age, you see a lot of stuff and you see a lot of tricks. And if you could just find a way to be you in skateboarding, and everybody's different in skateboarding, so just find what you like and do it every day.
I was actually talking to a homie about that like recently, because they'll always be caught up with like who's better and shit, because they started skating a little bit, like they haven't been skating for a long time, so they haven't made it to the point where they're like, fuck all that shit. It's who's better contest type shit. But I was like showing him the bangings, and I was like, you see, I was like, bro just did an ollie big spin fucking 5-0 on a vert quarter pipe. The next bro is doing tray flip 360 on the fucking 7-stair. I was like, where's the comparison come from? It's like, do you think bro who did the 360 tray flips gonna do that nollie big spin this fucking high out to pivot? No. Do you think bro who's doing the nollie big spin's gonna tray flip like that? Like,
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. It's just whoever is fucking. If you're having a good time and you're showing love, you're doing tricks. That's the heart in it. Gotta love it. Passion, man. What did fucking Fruit Baked, man? I love that shit. He said no one can teach you fucking passion. He's like, you gotta get that yourself. I thought that was beautiful.
For real.
What did you say to me last night? He said fucking...
There's nothing worth trying that's easy.
Yes.
You gotta want to do shit because it's hard.
Exactly. Shit's hard. You said fuck. It was like... Not good people, but it was like... Some people don't do things because they're easy.
Yeah, the greatest people don't do things because they're easy.
They do it because they're hard.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking fire for your eardrums.
All right, guys. We've ran it for a long time. I'm getting the sign that we got to wrap it up. Enjoyed having you on the podcast. You want to let people know where they can find you and your footage?
Oh my gosh. The plug. Here we go. So my Instagram is going to annoy the shit out of you. It's pretty much Nady with an underscore in between each letter. That's N underscore A underscore T underscore E underscore Y. Okay, so that's my Instagram. If you'd like to go check out some footage, just go check out the whole new pistol double vision video. Type it in on YouTube.
I believe the link's
Enjoy
in the bio,
the whole thing.
right?
Oh, I think the B-sides is in my bio, but just go look it up on YouTube. Watch everybody's part.
That is Double Vision Pistol Skateboards. You can find me at BenA16 on almost fucking everything.
You can find me on Visual Statements Tattoo on IG. That's the best way to get a hold of me if you want to be on the podcast. And you can find Nuke right here. That's where you can find him at if you want to contact any of the three of us to be on the podcast. Pick your favorite one or pick your least favorite one and send him a message.
And
if you're interested in getting tattooed, hit me up.
We love you, but
True.
don't quite trust you. Just
Damn.
kidding.
And
I
don't
might
get,
hug you. I might do that.
And don't get arrested.
Yep, don't do
Don't
it.
do that.